What's up guys, I'm Harsimran here from ECAL and today we're going to be talking about Tesla versus Toyota. Yes, they don't compare, but what I'm trying to compare is the differences between Tesla versus a Toyota story and Netflix versus Blockbuster. So let's get started and let's get talking. Now the reason I say Tesla versus Toyota and compare to Blockbuster versus Netflix is because they're very similar in many aspects. We all know the story of Netflix. Netflix literally came in, no one believed their business model actually worked, and they just crushed the market, and their online subscription model just literally blew up. And now pretty much every household has Netflix, whether you're paying for it or whether your friend of a friend of a friend or of a friend of a cousin of a friend is paying for it. It doesn't really matter. Chances are you probably have Netflix. So I feel like it's gonna be the same thing that's gonna happen to Tesla versus Toyota. Toyota being the big auto manufacturer. It's the most highly valued auto manufacturer, and their market cap is about $200 billion, whereas Tesla is still slowly catching up and they're not even making nearly the amount of cars as Toyota. What happened with Blockbuster? Blockbuster, they thought that their business model would stick for so long, when in reality, they just went out of business soon after a lot of people started catching on Netflix and soon after the internet boom and all of that, and all of those combined literally brought Blockbuster to its knees and they went bankrupt, and that was the end of Blockbuster. Now, I don't really remember Blockbuster too much. I have seen a store literally a year or two ago. Don't know if it's still open because there were no cars there. I couldn't see inside. Chances are it was out of business. It was just a store itself. So what did Netflix do that killed off Blockbuster? Netflix came out with a business model and a service instead of a product where it was much more convenient to watch movies, and not only convenient, it was much cheaper to watch movies too. All you had to pay was about what, $7-8 a month, and that's it. You get pretty much unlimited amount of movies whenever you want, whereas Blockbuster you had to rent them out for I don't know how many bucks, because I never went. It wasn't during my time. My time is Netflix and Amazon Prime Video and Apple TV Plus and all that. That's my time now. Okay, I think it's the same thing that's going to happen between Tesla and Toyota. Toyota, the company that does not want to switch to electric vehicles. They're still on their hydrogen platform. They have released concepts, but the reason I don't believe concepts is because they're not real. Elon Musk literally said it's so easy to create a concept that doesn't work. He said a prototype, he never said concept, but I would say prototype. But bringing it out as a functioning vehicle is much harder. And then mass production of that vehicle is an order of magnitude harder, or maybe even 2 orders of magnitude harder. That's what Elon said. I'm quoting himself. Toyota bringing out these concepts where you can't even basically sit in them and they don't actually work. I don't believe that they're gonna do much. That's why I don't also believe too much in the Sony concept, because I love their technology, but I want them to actually make the car, whether it's in small quantities, but I want them to make the car. By the way, I love the look of the car. It looks amazing. It reminds me greatly of a Porsche Taycan. I don't know why people say it reminds me of a Tesla. It doesn't resemble a Tesla in any way. Blockbuster didn't want to change their business model. They thought, oh, that business model would work basically till eternity, but then a competitor came about and that's it, they died. Toyota is like the same thing. Tesla's market cap is getting higher and higher and higher, and it's going to be the most valuable car manufacturer in the world in the coming, I think, couple years. Not even years, it could be this year, to be honest, if the stock price just goes a bit too high. Maybe next year in Q1, 2021 Q1, I think they'll easily have passed over $1,000 per share consistency. Right now they're at like about $700 to $800 consistency. Now they'll be much higher. Market cap 200 billion plus. So what's happening with Tesla is that they are disrupting many different industries, and they're changing the entire business model. They don't have a dealership, they don't sell through dealerships, they do everything online. They're thinking of creating a robo-taxi. They're doing the most advancement in autonomous driving. No other companies are actually doing that much advancement. Now you can argue that, oh, look at Waymo, look at how much they're doing. Come on, if you're using mapping technology, that doesn't mean you're doing advancement. All that means is you're literally coding in what the car can do. Whereas Tesla, it's like a human, you know, you train the person in like a certain scenario and then the human goes out and learns. It's sort of like an AI sort of thing. It's machine learning, that's what they call it. Now, Google's system is kind of different. I do think it'll work, but I think they're way too far off. And all Tesla really has to do is just update their software, and that's it. Like 1 million cars overnight literally are autonomous now. Now with Toyota, because they don't want to change their business model and not go towards that, because they're having great sales. Toyota, Camry, the Corolla are literally the best selling vehicles, not in just America, but pretty much in the entire world. Now, they don't see Tesla as a threat. But if I was Toyota, I would really worry and put all the profits I get back into R&D to make a really good electric vehicle that is cheap enough, that is a competitor to a Model Y, and get in the infrastructure for charging. If I can do that, that's it. Toyota will be saved pretty much. And I'm not saying it's easy. It's gonna be really hard. I'll tell you that. It's gonna be really, really hard. Look at all the other competitors that are making electric vehicles. Look how hard it is for them. And Tesla is the one that actually got their price down. Yes, you can buy the $35,000 Model 3. Still, that's $35,000 US. Even though I live in Canada, I'm saying the US dollars because that's what people refer to as the $35,000 cheap Model 3. I think Tesla is gonna creep up and just basically eat their company alive because of how badly Toyota is gonna cope with this new innovation and revolution that's actually happening. It's like the horse and the car, the automobile. Basically, in a span of a decade, everyone owned automobiles, no one owned a horse. I think it's gonna be the same thing, but it'll take a bit longer because horses, you can just let them out in the field. You can't just let cars out in the field, just let them wander. So it's gonna take maybe a bit longer, maximum 2 decades, but within 2 decades. So that's by 2040, pretty much everyone will drive an EV. That's pretty much my guarantee. By 2040, that's everyone. I'm not talking about people that, obviously all of the developed countries, but I'm talking about even undeveloped countries, they'll have tons of EVs on the road, like tons of EVs on the road. Now, I just wanted to put that in your mind that Toyota is like Blockbuster and Tesla is like Netflix that's creeping up, and you can argue it's more like Apple and BlackBerry. Whatever you want to do, there's tons of examples that you can take. I just wanted to use the one that a lot of people know and a lot of people cater to. I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.